1/2 pounds of oats daily. If we now calculate the whole amount of nitrogen in these matters, as ascertained by analysis (1 and 1/2% in the hay, 2.2% in the oats), in the form of blood, that is, as fibrin and albumin, with the due proportion of water in the blood (80%), the horse receives daily no more than 4½ ounces of nitrogen, corresponding to about 8 pounds of blood. But along with this nitrogen, that is combined with it in the form of fibrin and albumin, the animal receives only about 14½ ounces of carbon. Without going further into the calculation, it will readily be admitted that the volume of air inspired and expired by a horse, the quantity of oxygen consumed, and, as a necessary consequence, the amount of carbonic acid given out by the animal, are much greater than in the respiratory process in man. But an adult man consumes daily about 14 ounces of carbon, and the determination of Bosengalt, according to which a horse expires 79 ounces daily, cannot be very far from the truth. In the nitrogenized constituents of its food, therefore, the horse receives rather less than the 1/5 part of the carbon which his organism requires for the support of the respiratory process. And we see that the wisdom of the Creator has added to his food the 4/5 which are wanting, in various forms, as starch, sugar, etc., with which the animal must be supplied, or his organism will be destroyed by the action of the oxygen. It is obvious that in the system of the graminivora, whose food contains so small a portion relatively of the constituents of the blood, the process of metamorphosis in existing tissues, and consequently the restoration or reproduction, must go on far less rapidly than in the carnivora. Were this not the case, a vegetation 1,000 times more luxuriant than the actual one would not suffice for their nourishment. Sugar, gum, and starch would no longer be necessary to support life in these animals, because, in that case, the products of the waste or metamorphosis of the organized tissues would contain enough carbon to support the respiratory process. End of section 9, recorded by M.L. Cohen, Cleveland, Ohio, March 2007.